I read the story about how the touchdown celebration post beating Brett Favre's record for the Denver Broncos, Peyton Manning's, the keep away and all that stuff. That Peyton Manning discussed this with his wide receiving core as just a joke. Hey, when I break it, maybe we go ahead and do that.
Really?
And then they went ahead and did that. And I found that very interesting because we asked Emmanuel Sanders on yesterday's show if he had even talked with his wide receiving crew about being the one to catch the pass. And this is what he said. This is what Emmanuel Sanders told me yesterday.
You know what, Rich, I think the media kind of talked about that record more than we ever talked about it in the locker room. I don't remember a conversation even happening amongst any of us in the locker room, but it was conversations going on all outside of that locker room. But you know what? Just like Peyton's not going to talk about records. He's not going to talk about anything that's individual. He's all about the team. And even when he broke the record, he made it about the team. And he understands that that was a great achievement, but he wants something even bigger than that, and that's the Super Bowl. And so, you know, we got to definitely have a long journey ahead of ourselves, and hopefully many more records fall. But, you know, hopefully the one thing that really is going to matter at the end is that we'll be hosting that Lombardi Trophy.
So they didn't talk about it, right? That according to Emmanuel?
And then in the story I read, they quoted Demaryius Thomas.
Well, the celebration, right?
They quoted Demaryius Thomas about the celebration. Do we have that quote from Demaryius Thomas? Demaryius Thomas essentially said that, yeah, Peyton brought it up. This is what he said. He came in to me and he said, if anybody scores the 509, that's what we should do. He said, keep the ball away like hopscotch or whatever. I was like, cool. And then they quoted Emmanuel Sanders in the story. And Emmanuel Sanders in the story said essentially the same thing. He said, yeah, we talked about it. So my question is, did Emmanuel Sanders lie to me? Where's that quote? You got the quote? Put it up, please. Quote, we were definitely rehearsing it, but I didn't think we're going to do it. I ended up running to Demaryius, who caught the touchdown, of course, and I was like, let's do it. Let's do it. And we did it. And I told Emmanuel Sanders we'd get rid of the hashtag for him on Twitter because he was the number. He wanted a different Twitter address to match his new uniform number, and the guy squatted on it. Some Twitter troll squatted on his Twitter address. And I said, I know people on Twitter, I'm gonna get rid of the hashtag. But guess what? No hashtag for you! You've burned me for the last time, Sanders. He lied to me, didn't he?
He wasn't here, so he couldn't lie straight to your face.
He seems like such a nice guy. He called in. He was so nice to call in.
Rich, if you believe it, it's not a lie.
Thank you, latex salesman. Thank you.
Can I also bring something up? How hokey is it of Peyton to kind of plan out
that's the Patriot fan in you. All right, you.
That is ridiculous.
You masshole troll.
You just set the all-time record for touchdown passes.
It's all about preparation.
And you are planning out a dorky celebration?
He said he didn't think he was going to do it.
It is a little, I'm kind of with Brockman. It's out of character for him.
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like something he would do. Look, he had fun with it. I don't blame him. You could see they had some shots of him on the sidelines after. He was soaking it in, and he deserves it, though, too. I mean,
I do not begrudge anybody.
This,
I don't begrudge anybody that stuff.
Do you think Tom Brady would have done that? No.
Tom Brady slaps Gronkowski over the head on a normal touchdown.
He would have celebrated like a
nuts.
lunatic because he loved it and loved the moment. He wouldn't have done a dorky keep-away celebration.
I'm just, again, now, if they're trying to cover their tracks after saying on Sunday night that they rehearsed this, and Emmanuel Sanders was using this conversation to try and cover their tracks, thinking that people would have the reaction you've been having, Chris Brockman.
Yeah.
I sort of understand that, but I can't be used. This desk is too. This desk in this show is too. It's too new. We can't be used this way.
I agree. It's got to stop. We got to put our foot down now.
I'm drawing a line in the
He
sand.
keeps the underscore.
Keeps it.
Sorry, bud. I'm not calling Twitter for you now. And I like Emmanuel Sanders. I think he lied to me.
The Rich Eisen Show, weekdays at noon Eastern, on Audience.